Do not pay collections. All right, guys, welcome. This is The Credit Game. I come to you every single day, and I'm going to tell you something. This topic is going to be by far the most exciting and most beneficial education video I've done to date. Okay, so you guys are going to love this, and you're going to want to stay to the end on this one. Very, very important. If it's your first time on the channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, smash the like on this one. I'm sure I'll have thousands of likes on this one because this one here is very dear to my heart and is something that I went through early in my stages of credit when I was in the 500s and in the 600s and now at the 827 credit score mark. But that's why I hold it very close to my heart. Here's my topic today. Do not pay collections. Okay, let me explain why, and I'll explain some of the tricks and tactics and things that these collection agencies are going to do, okay? So, first of all, you have to understand they're just trying to get your money, okay? So why are we not paying collections? Let me explain what happens. Let's say that you owe a debt to Verizon, okay, cell phone carrier. And let's say that debt is $300. What happens is Verizon, after a while, will actually take that debt, and at the end of the year, they will charge it off on the taxes, and it's called a charge-off, okay? So basically, they charge it off, they take that debt, that $300, and they sell that debt to the highest bidder, okay? Now, this is where the charge-off company comes in and is able to pick up that $300 debt for pennies on the dollar. It's usually like 3 or 4 cents. Okay? So now we're talking about under 15 bucks. ABC Collection Company has now just picked up this $300 debt. Okay? You see where I'm going here? Now, here's the deal. What's going to happen from here is when it goes to charge-off status, you're going to be harassed. You guys know this. There's either phone calls that come in from the 800 numbers and the numbers that you don't know who they are, right? Constantly harassing, and it's nonstop of the letters, right? Their job, their only job, is to collect money. Why? Because they just picked up a $300 debt. They bought the debt. They bought the debt from Verizon, that $300 debt, for 15 bucks. Anything they collect over that 15 bucks is a win for them. That's why they're able to pick it up for pennies on the dollar. But the question is this. Did you ever sign a contract with ABC Collection? Answer that question first. Have you ever signed a contract with ABC Collection, or did you sign up with Verizon? Where did you put your signature at? Okay? Now, the second thing is, and here's where you'll be dead in the water. Here's your first tip. Okay? Never admit, because they're going to try, by phone or letter to who you are. The minute you admit that I'm John Smith, when they call you, you pick up the phone. Hey, John, how you doing? Okay, now, obviously there's a lot of John Smiths, right? But there are unique names. My point is this. The minute you admit by phone and or by letter, legally, you are then bonded to pay that debt because you're saying, hey, it's me. Now they just got you on a recorded line. Why do you think it's recorded? That's why these calls are recorded, so they can get you in that period of time to admit to who you are. Hey, John, how you doing? And you're like, who is this? And you're like, oh, this is someone. They tell you who they are, whatever. We're just checking to make sure that your address and verification, you're on a recorded line, and we wanted to make sure that it is you. You are dead in the water. Now, there is a thing called statute of limitations. Okay? What I want you to do is make sure you get and know for your state, because each state's a little bit different. A lot of them are like around 5 years, 3 years, some are 7 years. Know your state limitations, okay? Because after the limitations for them collecting, they cannot legally collect anymore. The really cool thing about this is if you look at your collection letters that come in the mail, there's very small print, okay, that will be on the letter that will tell you when they can collect to. It's very small for the reason it's very small. They don't want you to see it. But also, after the statute of limitations for collecting on that debt, it'll say as well, this statute of limitations has passed and this debt is no longer owed. Okay, so make sure you're looking at your letters because it'll tell you exactly what you got left and it'll tell you if it's been passed for your statute of limitations for collecting on a debt. Thing about it is this, if you end up paying a collection charge-off, okay, prior to the statute of limitations, then what happens is it resets another 7 years. So if you pay it prior, say you pay your statute of limitations for them to collect that debt is in 5 years, and you make a payment, even a small payment, not even a full payment, even if you make a small payment, you're not only admitting to it that it's yours, okay, but it also starts the 7 years over on your credit report for them to then collect even further, and now you have a 7-year debt on your credit report. Okay? So either way, you have to think about this. If you pay it, this is the biggest mistake people make is they start paying these charge-off companies. Okay? Again, they don't have any legal right unless you verify it by phone or by letter. If you pay it, now you have a paid collection. And most people think, this is where the education comes in. Most people think, oh, I paid this collection. Oh, I got to pay. Guys, now you have a paid collection. And by now you paying a collection, guess what doesn't happen? Your score does not go up. Your score does not go down. But now you have a satisfied collection on your credit. It's called satisfied. Now you're satisfied. Okay? You've made whole to a company that you didn't even owe in the first place. Okay? Now, what are your options? Okay? What are your options? I can either pay it, and now I have a paid collection, or maybe I should just wait for the statute of limitations to pass, don't answer the phone calls on a recorded line, and or agree via letter or phone, and yeah, I get it. It's harassing, and people don't want to deal with it. Their only job is to keep calling you. That's what they want you to do. They want you to pick up. Hey, this is so-and-so, Surgery calling from a recorded line. Just wanted to talk to John real quick. Not sure who John is. You got the wrong number. That's how I would answer the call. Just in case you answer the call and they tell you that, that's how I would answer the call. Now, I'm not an attorney. I'm not giving you legal advice. It's for educational purposes only. But I'm going to tell you, if you guys are paying charge-offs, if you're paying these collection charge-offs, you don't have to, okay? You never signed any paperwork, okay? And yes, there's going to be people that watch this that say, well, it says at Verizon that they can transfer the debt to another company and then you're still legally binded to the other company. Horseshit. No, you're not, okay? The law is the law. And until you verify it via phone or letter, you're not legally binded because they cannot prove that that is you. Okay? If you don't verify it via letter or phone, how are they going to know it's you? There's a million John Smiths. How are they going to know it's you? Okay? So, know your statute of limitations. Stop paying these charge-off collections. Okay? Wait for the statute of limitations to pass, then you don't legally owe it either way. Okay? But if you're like this person that says, you know what, I just want to pay these collections so I can have them stop calling me, what I would suggest doing in a case like this is just contacting us. We know the law. We know the FCR regulations. We know what can be removed, what cannot be removed. Legally can be removed, statutes for each state. Like, if you need help removing this stuff, if you're gonna pay it anyway, why don't you pay a reputable company who's already knows exactly how to get it removed for you legally to do it the right way. Okay? So that way you don't have a paid collection. Because again, remember, when you go and you purchase a house, purchase a car, try to get credit cards, if you make that payment, you now have a satisfied collection. The collection, just because you pay it, does not come off your credit. The collection still stays there. It just says paid. And what sense is that? That makes no sense to do that. So if you're going to make the payment, which is dumb, I'm telling you ahead of time, but if you're going to make the payment, why wouldn't you just take that money and let us handle the actual removal of it the legal way, the right way, the fast way? And now instead of having a 7-year collection that's going to be on your credit because you just paid it, you can actually have it removed the right way because we know the law, we know what can be removed, the negative, obsolete, unfair, unduly negative collection charge-offs that are on your credit that you're not obligated to pay, okay? So that's what we can help you with. Watch this video over and over and over again. I'm telling you guys something, that I made this mistake early in my, literally when I was in the 500, I was making the payments and I had to wait, okay, until I figured out the credit game to be able to remove it from my credit. Okay, that's why I was able to go from a 515 to an 827 so fast, because I learned the law, I learned what I can do, what I can't do, and now that's what I teach the world. So if you've got collections, charge-offs, late payments, inquiries, we can help you with that. This is what we've been doing for nearly a decade now, okay? We've got a phenomenal, phenomenal system called the Credit Game. Call me if you need help with it. Other than that, I want to share with you one more thing. A lot of people don't understand that by paying it, it's actually making it worse. If you make a payment, even if it's a small payment, you're admitting guilt. Don't answer the phone. Don't admit your name. Wait for the statute to pass, but know your state's limitations, statute of limitations for that collection debt, okay? And just wait it out. Or, if you don't want to wait years for the stuff to come off your credit, call me. That's what I'm here for. 904-420-7772. 904-420-7772. Don't pay collection charge-offs. Give me a thumbs up. It helps. We appreciate it. We love you guys. We thank you for watching Credit Game. Every single day I'm bringing it to you. And again, I'm going to tell you to subscribe if it's your first time here. I bring this content and data to you. I know this video will do really well because a lot of people, and that's why I hold it really close to my heart, a lot of people don't know what they can and cannot do. I give you the education to help you guys out to change your lives, okay? Because without credit, this is an adult toy, okay? Sandboxes are for kids, credit's for adults. Okay, what is it costing you to have bad credit right now? Think about that. What is it costing you right now to have those collections on there? It's costing you high interest rates. It's costing you not getting a good vehicle. It's costing you higher payments on your home, or it's costing you not being able to get a home and have to rent in the slums. Okay, maybe it's costing you not being able to start your business or get business credit cards. It's costing you so much more because you don't understand credit. Here's the deal. This is what we do day in and day out, okay? So if you need help, humble yourself, drop the ego, and say, you know what? 904-420-7772. Hey, this is what we got. Man, I got a lot of people out there. You might even get lucky and get me, but I got a lot of people out there on the floor that are willing to help you. This is what we do day in and day out. We want to help you to stop and learn the credit game, to understand that we can help you remove the negative, obsolete information, help you add trade lines to put the positives on, and then educate you so you never go backwards again. Okay, I've been in the 800s now for years. Never, because I learned the credit game, I went from 515 into the 800s and never went back because of the platform I put together. Let me share that platform with you. Call me today. I'll give you a free consultation. No harm, no foul. What's it going to cost you? It's going to cost you 15 minutes on the phone. If it's not for you, it's not for you. If it's for you, we'll put something together. We'll make it work. 904-420-7772. This is Mike from the Credit Game. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.